Yes, these are all great answers. It's just a matter of just getting yourself better every single day. That's it. Like we said, the law of vibration. Because then by the time you get further down the line, you get better every single day by 1%. How much percent better are you at the end of the year? 365%. This is how you achieve in 1 year what it takes people to achieve in 3 to 4 years. You just gotta get better every single day by a little bit. Do one extra push-up. Do, take one extra shot. Just do better than the other person, or not even compare. Comparison is a thief of joy, but just be better than your own self. You're just competing with yourself. That's it. So there's another law, right? It's called the law of gender. Does anybody take a guess what the law of gender means?
And then judging if you're male or female, like judging.
No, but that is what gender, that is what gender is.
The Constitution that women can't basically. It's called. I know it was like the 14th Amendment, but it's not in the actual book of amendments.
Okay, this guy's really smart. But I'm sorry. Let me get her. She ain't say.
I guess all genders can do whatever they want. I guess, and that I don't really know how to say it. I guess I'm saying males and females should be able to do whatever they want without people judging them or something. I guess based off of their genders.
I like that. I like it.
I just have a question. Is it related to how we know gender at all?
No, so
Okay, so we should get off the whole male and female thing
yeah.
and now get us to it.
So it's kind of like this is mine. So you got a guess?
Is it finding yourself?
It,
And defining yourself?
in a way, right? So let me ask you this: how many months, typically does a baby stay in the womb? 9 months, right? I mean, obviously it changes from time to time, but generally though, right? It's 9 months though, right? The law of gestation just means everything you want to achieve takes time, right? So, for example, who wants to? Anybody want to play professional sports or anything like that? Okay, what sports want to play? NBA, right? So let's say you want to go to the NBA, right? So that's your C-type goal. You told me psychologist earlier.
Nah, I ain't know.
So look, so C-type goal, right? How old are you right now? 13. So you literally can't go to the NBA because why?
I need to be 19 now.
And 19 at least. So all it's saying is you haven't achieved your goals only because it's not time yet. That's all it is. So a lot of successful people, right? We see them blow up overnight. What's someone successful that we know, right?
LeBron James and Kobe Bryant.
LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. What's some other successful people? John Morant. Okay. It's a little crazy right now. But anybody else? So, all right, go ahead. Patrick. Okay, all these people, right? We see them blow up overnight. We're like, oh, these guys good because we see them on social media finally, right? But we didn't see the work that they were putting in. They really were putting in work for 7 and 10 years. And then overnight they blew up. The law of gestation means you have to be patient. You have to be patient with your goals. You have to get better each and every single day. And when you get better each and every single day, eventually you will blow up. It will be your time to blow up. All right? That's really what the law of gender means, right? So what we cover right now. So we did. Did anybody remind me of the 5 goals of the laws we covered so far? Give me one. You said what?
Transportation.
Yup, transmutation.
You said polarity.
Polarity. I got you.
The law of vibration.
Vibration.
The law of gender.
Law of gender.
Relativity.
Relativity. Okay. So there's 2 more laws. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need your phone.
Alright.
I know I skipped around a little bit. Cool. So there's 2 more laws, right? So first, the last one of them. Has anyone ever heard of the law of rhythm before? Or had a guess what the law of rhythm means?
Like rhythm to a beat.
Okay, a rhythm to a beat. Okay, so when you see it on the thing, what does a beat look like? Or like a heartbeat, what does that kind of look like?
Vibrations.
Like it kind of goes
Up and down.
right? The law of rhythm strictly means that there's gonna be ups and there's gonna be downs. That's all it means, right? So it's all about how you handle yourself when you're down and get yourself back up. I can give you an example. I don't know if we can. I'm not gonna bring, too much religion in this, I'm sorry, but a lot of people, like they always say, like, they go and they pray to God or they do all this stuff, right? They do that a lot of times. But when do you see a lot of people in the church, though? Sunday, but in a perspective, in a crisis, when everything is going bad, they go to God, they're like, oh, God, please help me with this stuff. They pray and everything. But what about when they're up, though? How many times you see them over there, though? Never, right? Never. They're never there when it's at, right? It's all about how you can get yourself back up. But then the way to stay up is to really keep doing it. Because all it's going to do is, if your rhythm goes up right here, right, and you keep doing stuff to go up, and then you stop doing it, you go down, you're just going to stay stagnant. And you can't stay stagnant because of what law? Law of vibration. So if you stay stagnant, you're really going which way? Backwards. So law of rhythm, you just got to keep getting better each day. So then that time your lows aren't that low. And then it'll go, instead of going like up and down stagnant, it may go up and then a little bit down, then go up and go up and go up.
Like the stock market.
Like the stock market sometimes, because sometimes that don't crash. Yeah, he knows, right? So that's the law of rhythm. The last law is the law of cause and effect. Can anybody take a guess what that is?
Like, the cause, like what you do is going to have an effect on you?
Yes, exactly though. Everything you do has an effect. And then that effect then causes something else, which then has another effect. It's literally just like that, right? So let me ask you this, right? If someone asks you, who are you, how would you answer this question? So if I ask you, who are you, how would you answer that?
Devin.
You're Devin, right? You'll say your name. Who else? If I ask who are you, what would you say? Ian. If I ask you who are you, what would you say? Juan. We're all just saying our names. Is that really define you though?
No.
Okay, so let me ask again. Who are you?
Probably say like my traits.
Okay, so you say one of your traits, so what's the trait about you?
I'll be like a predetermined legend.
Okay, preacher. Oh, I love that. 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 But who are you? What would you say?
I say I'm a future real estate agent.
Future real estate agent, right? Anybody else? Who are you? Who are you?
A strong black woman.
Strong black. Ooh, I love that too. I love that too. I love that too. But listen, it's not our adjectives that describes who we are. It's not our name that describes who we are. What do you think describes who we are? Anybody got a guess?
Our mom said, how forgiving you are.
That starts it. Anybody else got a guess?
Your character.
Your character. I love that from that thing. But you,
Your personality.
no. Anybody else?
Your mindset and how much you're willing to go through.
We always said, you said that as well too. It's your actions. If you want to change who you are, you got to change what you're doing. You have to change your actions. You say, so for your real estate, what are some things that you do to get better at real estate or get closer to that goal?
I studied.
You study, right? So if you stop studying real estate stuff, then that wouldn't be no longer who you are now. That would be somebody else, right?
Yep.
Change who you are, you change your actions. But before you can change your actions, you have to start doing something. Can anybody get a guess what you got to do?
Oh, it's your mom's too.
I love it. It does go back to mindset, but it's a specific thing that you do that you're supposed to do. Anybody, I guess? Are you all right? So, life, you got it.
Seek knowledge.
Seek knowledge, yes, because you seek knowledge because of this thing, and that thing is ask yourself the right questions. What questions do you ask yourself every single day? Do you ask yourself questions every day? What kind of questions do you ask yourself?
I wake up, I always say, alright, have a good day.
Have a good day. Oh, I love it. You gonna have a good day. What kind of questions do you ask yourself, bro?
What am I doing today?
What you gonna do today, right? So then what answers do you seek then? What you gonna do today, right? That's what you do, right? What kind of questions do you ask yourself?
I ask myself, what can I do today that I would thank myself for in the future?
Exactly. So then now you're gonna start seeking things to do that. It's all about asking yourself the right questions, taking those actions. When you take those actions, that's gonna decide who you really are. It's not about your adjectives. It's not about your name. Because there's other people with the same name as you, right? I know a lot of Carloses. You know what I mean? And we all look different. We all come in different shapes and sizes and stuff like that, right? But that's not who I am. I'm not Carlos. I'm not an author. I'm not a husband. I'm